Ever wonder how some people always seem financially stable, even on average incomes? Turns out, there's a set of 6 simple habits they swear by, and you've probably never tried them. Ready to change your money game? Stick around and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing financial tips. Habit 1. Zero-based budgeting. Control like never before. Let's start with one of the most underrated habits that can flip your entire money mindset: zero-based budgeting. Now, don't let the name scare you off. This isn't about creating a boring spreadsheet or living like you're broke. In fact, it's the opposite. It gives you total clarity and power over where your money goes. Think about this. Have you ever reached the end of the month and wondered, where did it all go? You're not alone. Most people lose track of their spending, not because they're reckless, but because they don't have a system that truly reflects their life. Here's where zero-based budgeting steps in. Imagine giving every single dollar a job before you spend it. That's what this method does. Instead of random percentages or guessing games, every dollar you earn is assigned a purpose. So when your paycheck hits, it's already working for you, whether that's groceries, bills, fun, or savings. Take Sarah, a nurse from Oregon. She used to feel overwhelmed managing her money. Then she started tracking every expense for just 2 weeks. What she discovered was eye-opening. Over $300 every month going to subscriptions she forgot she even had. With weekly 20-minute reviews, she started making small tweaks. 3 months later, she was using that lost money to wipe out credit card debt. And the best part? You don't need fancy spreadsheets. Apps like You Need a Budget can help you track spending, get alerts, and make changes in real time. That way, budgeting doesn't feel like a chore. It becomes part of your routine. This habit works whether you make $30,000 or $300,000. Every dollar has a job. And once you get the hang of it, it feels like you've hired your money to work for you. But what about those moments when temptation strikes? That's where the next habit steps in. Habit 2, the 24-hour purchase rule. Pause before you pay. We've all been there. You're scrolling, see something cool, click buy now, and later wonder why you did. This next habit is the antidote to impulse spending. It's called the 24-hour purchase rule, and it's incredibly simple, yet powerful. Here's how it works. Anytime you want to buy something non-essential over a certain amount, say $50 or $100, you pause. Write it down, snap a photo, or leave it in your cart, then wait. Just 24 hours. That's it. No tricks, no guilt, just time. Why does this matter? Because in the moment, your emotions are driving the decision. Stores know this. They use flash sales, countdown timers, even product placement to make us feel like we have to buy now. But when you hit pause, your logical brain kicks back in. You give yourself space to ask, do I really need this? Will it actually improve my life? Michael, an engineer from Atlanta, tested this habit. Within 3 months, he saved over $2,100 simply by delaying purchases that used to feel urgent. And the cool part? He didn't feel deprived. The items he did buy brought real value because they passed the weight test. Want to make this habit stick? Keep a want list in your Notes app. Add the item, write the date, and check back later. You'll be shocked how often the desire fades. This is how you begin to train your mind to prioritize intention over impulse. And once you're spending with purpose, it's time to build your next powerful habit, one that takes all the pressure off your willpower. Habit 3, automated money management, set it and grow. Let's be honest, saving money manually takes serious effort. And when life gets busy, savings usually fall to the bottom of the list. That's why this habit is so effective. It takes human error out of the equation. Automated money management is more than just transferring a few dollars to savings. It's about creating a system where your money works for you, on autopilot. Picture this. The day after your paycheck arrives, a series of transfers happen automatically. A chunk goes to your savings, another to your emergency fund, a slice to investments, all before you ever see the money. That's exactly what Jennifer, a marketing manager in California, did. She set up multiple automatic transfers, 15% to her 401k, 10% to a vacation fund, 5% to an emergency account, and another 5% toward a down payment on her first home. 6 months later, she had over $8,000 saved, and she barely noticed the difference in her daily life. That's the magic. What you don't see, you won't spend. If you're focused on something immediate, like paying off credit card debt, you can start by automating larger amounts aggressively. Then adjust as needed. The key is to plan ahead. Just like meal prepping helps you eat healthier, Financial automation helps you make smarter money decisions without thinking about it. And once your finances are running on auto, it's time to work on growing what you earn. Habit 4, skill-based income expansion. Grow your value. Let's talk about your most valuable asset. It's not your bank account, it's you. Increasing your income isn't just about getting lucky or waiting for a raise. It's about developing skills that make you more valuable in the marketplace. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Let's take Marcus, for example. He worked as an administrative assistant, but every morning he spent just 30 minutes learning SQL, a high-demand skill. No fancy degree, no quitting his job, just consistent effort. 6 months later, he landed a new role that paid $22,000 more per year. That's the power of targeted skill development. Start by identifying what's in demand in your industry or a field that excites you. Find the overlap between your interests, the job market, and what you already know. Then commit to daily learning. Read articles, take free courses, join online communities. It doesn't have to be intense, just consistent. And here's where it gets exciting. Each skill you learn opens the door to even bigger ones. It creates a snowball effect, where your value compounds just like your savings. So if you've ever felt stuck in your income, this is how you break through. But before you start earning more, you've got to clean up what's holding you back, your debt. Habit 5, strategic debt elimination. Buy back your freedom. Debt isn't just a financial burden, it's an emotional one. It hangs over your head and steals your peace of mind. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Paying off debt can be strategic, and when done right, it gives you your freedom back. Start by listing every single debt, credit cards, loans, all of it. Write down the balance, minimum payment, and interest rate. That's your reality check. Now comes the strategy. You can choose the avalanche method, where you tackle the highest interest rate first, or the snowball method, where you knock out the smallest balances to build momentum. Jessica, a teacher, was drowning in over $27,000 in debt, but she focused intensely on her highest interest card, 22%, while making minimum payments on the rest. In 6 months, that $4,200 balance was gone. Then she used that freed up money to attack the next one. And suddenly, debt wasn't a mountain, it was a checklist. Make it visual, use a chart, watch your progress grow. It's powerful. And don't ignore unexpected money, tax refunds, bonuses, birthday gifts. Use that to wipe out chunks of debt instantly. This habit isn't about sacrifice, it's about choice. Every dollar you send toward debt is reclaiming your future. And now that you're clearing the path, let's talk about keeping that momentum going. Habit Extra 6, weekly financial education. Learn your way to wealth. Most people never think about this, but your financial success isn't just about earning or saving, it's about constantly learning. Yet, for so many of us, financial education stops after school, if it ever started at all. Think about it. We spend years learning math, science, and history, but how much time was actually spent teaching us how to manage our money? For most people, the answer is zero. That's exactly why this final habit is so powerful. It fills in the missing gaps that most adults never realize they have. The best part? You don't need to become a financial expert. You don't need to spend hours studying complicated stock charts or reading boring textbooks. This habit is simply about dedicating a little time each week, around 30 to 60 minutes, to learn one useful thing about money that you can immediately apply in your life. And here's why it works so well. The world of money changes fast. New tools, apps, investment options, and strategies pop up every year. If you're not learning, you're falling behind, and chances are you don't even realize it. Take Mark, a retail manager who knew absolutely nothing about investing. He always thought investing was just for rich people or people working in finance. Then one day, he committed to reading just 10 pages a day from a financial book before bed. That's all, 10 pages. No pressure, no crazy goals. Within 6 months, Mark had read 5 full books, listened to several podcasts, and even watched YouTube videos during his lunch breaks. The result? He felt confident enough to open his first investment account. He diversified his savings, avoided beginner mistakes, and set himself up for long-term success, all from just a few minutes of learning each day. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The more Mark learned, the more excited he became. He started recognizing bad financial advice when he heard it. He caught hidden fees in his accounts. He negotiated better deals. And the knowledge became addictive because every week his confidence grew. That's what makes this habit different from all the others. The more you apply it, the easier everything else becomes. Budgeting feels smoother because you understand your numbers. Investing feels less intimidating because you've done your homework. Even earning more becomes simpler because you learn ways to boost your income. 6 habits, 6 months. That's all it takes to create real, lasting change. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Because when you apply even one of these habits, the compound effect starts working in your favor and the results build faster than you think. Picture yourself 6 months from now. Less stress, more savings, clear goals. That's the version of you you're building, starting today. Now, drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading and responding. And if you're ready to keep learning, check out this next video right here. It's packed with more practical tips that'll help you stay on track and grow faster. Thanks for watching, and remember, your future is built by the small choices you make every day. Let's make them count.